My mum's gonna love this one. I don't need to read the lyrics to this one. I'm hearing them loud and clear. Just a little bit of two-ness, you know? Just a little bit of two-ness thrown in there. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Brain Dead Breakdown. Sleep Token dropped a new song. There was a lot of hints. There was a lot of stuff in the lead up to the drop of this one. All I cared about was the date. I don't know any of the backstory. All that my friends have been allowed to tell me from, like, 'cause my friends that look up the backstory and all that, all they've been allowed to tell me is that this one seems like it's going to be a hard hitter. That's all I know. That's all I know. So, we're going to crack on. I don't think there's much preamble needed at this point. How much Sleep Token have I reacted to? You guys know I love him. You can't see him because just out of camera shot. In fact, hold on. There he is. There he is. See, look. Baby Vess. Got the baby Vess. He's overlooking proceedings still, as he always is. You know, and we are ready. So, come along. So check out Damocles. We ready for some...
Well, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black.
My mum's gonna love this one.
And it feels like falling into the sea.
Already she's gonna love this one.
Seconds to me, and I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
I don't need to read the lyrics to this one. I'm hearing them loud and fucking clear.
Shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief. When what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. When nobody told me I'd get tired of myself. When it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Go on, two. Just a little bit of two-ness, you know? Just a little bit of two-ness thrown in there. Ooh. Oh, hold on a second here. Hold on, because they look cool. They looked cool. Hold on. Yeah, that's fucking badass, man. Can't quite get the pause right, but still, that's really, oh yeah, man. See, like, do you know what? Like, do you know what? Vessel's a gamer, right? We've established this in the past, right? And this just strikes me as like the setup that, like, from like using video game storytelling a little. And I will talk about the song in a second. Don't you worry, guys. I'm just talking about this for a second because it jumped into my mind. But like, this reminds me of video game storytelling a little. You know, like in a lot of games, you will walk through an area like this. You know, a beautiful, striking area that you're like, oh, that's amazing. You know, it's breathtaking. And then and then later in the game or at a different point you'll come back to it and it's been completely massacred or destroyed, like the things that, and it's just a very effective storytelling device, you know, to show you it perfection and then destroyed or experience both and everything. And it's, yeah, I like that. Anyway, the song, I'm gonna get up the lyrics still, hold on, because this feels like, before I read them, right? Let's do first impressions on listening before I actually read the lyrics, right? So let's minimize this. There we go. Right. There's the thoughts. Once again, an artist laying out their feelings on the table, and this time it's rather than the thoughts of an artist trying to make it, it's the thoughts of an artist who's made it, as like, but will it last? Will it still be there tomorrow? You know, like when all this is over, will people remember the usual, you know, the thoughts that artists who make it go through? You hear it from artists, you hear it from anyone who makes it in their field, really. We all have our goals that we want to achieve, you know, and a lot of people, let's be real here, a lot of people never achieve those goals. So it's the typical about the chase kind of thing. And once you get it, you don't know what to do with it. And obviously then a new set of problems arise. And whether you're an artist, a wrestler, a scientist, a physicist, whatever, you know, whatever your chosen field, if you make it to the point where you are, you know, if you make it, you know, once you get there, it then becomes more about your legacy, because you've made the goal, you've made it to the dance. Now you have to dance, you know, like, and it's so, yeah, like, it's just, that's how I read this song. I need to talk about the album, because this has got me more hyped for the album, and I'll tell you why. Because that's what you want to hear. This is the point on the album that I'm going to bawl. I'm going to cry my fucking eyes out on the album, because in context, this is the one. It's like there's a point on every Sleep Token album, and trust me, I've been fucking listening to them a lot recently because I got mic abuse. Because I got Sundowning, Tomb and Eden on vinyl, and I started I already had Eden, but I got Sundowning and Tomb and I started listening to them all, right, in preparation. And it's just like I said it in my original journey, but the album, the individual songs are standalone with Sleep Token quite often. Most of them do. There's the odd one that doesn't stand alone quite as well, or whatever, outside of the context of the album, in my opinion. Obviously, it's all personal opinion, but that's why you come to this channel, for my opinion. So that's what you get. But they structure their albums so well And there's ups and there's downs, and it's like even down to the vinyl, right? The vinyl of Eden, the end of side 2 is Ascensionism. And on the album, when you're listening to Eden on CD or on streaming or whatever, you go straight from Ascensionism into Are You Really Okay? Which yeah, great structure in the first place, from the hard hitter that is Ascensionism at the midpoint of the album into Are You Really Okay? Is a good shout. Like, it's from the fucking punch to the face to cuddling you afterwards. You know, Sleep Token's an abusive relationship. Guys, I think I think I'm done. I think I've said all I need to say. So guys, like the video if you liked it. Comment down below to join the discussion. Oh my God, Balone? What? I've been brain dead, as you can plainly see. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my links, Patreon, Twitch, they're in the description. There'll be an extended Patreon version of this video, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.